Hello and welcome to another PalaView market research project that we have put together for you guys. So to start off, just a preface, this project includes two coins, okay? So there's going to be Colony and then there's also going to be Colony AI. So we'll be going over the chart work for both of them, but for the most part, we'll be staying on this main chart right here, which is Colony, okay? If you guys haven't already, please read over the thesis report. Goes over in depth the who, what, why, and the risks involved, along with the liquidity, liquidity pool, total market cap, all the stuff that is needed in order to determine if this is a project worth investing in. Again, we're not here to tell you whether or not to invest into projects. We're here to give you all the information necessary to look for good projects so you guys can start learning about how to research crypto properly and how to do this well, and also through these chart work videos, how you guys can enter properly and how you guys can exit as well. All right, so this is another free project that we wanted to give out to you guys. It pretty much includes two tokens, two coins, all falling under one pretty large umbrella that is Colony. Okay, so I'm not going to go into the fundamental portion. If you haven't already, please read over the thesis. Okay, none of this will make any sense, and this will be pretty much useless if you do not read over the thesis, because that's where you are going to determine if this is going to be a good investment or not. Okay, this is for you to use if you do think that this is a good investment, to find price points and price ranges for you to invest in. Okay, so similar to all of our other projects, we are going to start out on the monthly time frame. And as we can see, we have one of these break of structures to the upsides on the monthly time frame right here, which happened in around February. Since then, we've been kind of ranging. However, we have failed to break structure to the downside. Right here, we see price come down and make a low with this up candle. And we see this candle right here take out the liquidity, which we've mentioned in previous videos before, take out the liquidity from this low, sweep it, and then rally higher. So at this point in time, we already have pretty much our entry, which was the break of structure to the upside on the monthly time frame. Now, since price is just within this range, we're trying to find solid price ranges for you to invest in. Okay, as of right now, this looks relatively bullish, okay? Again, keep in mind, things could go south. Remember to look over those risks that we've included on the document. However, from just a purely technical standpoint, this looks pretty bullish. Why? Because we had that monthly break of structure to the upside, and then we come down, make a new low, we sweep the liquidity, right, all through here. What was lying underneath that low? We had people entering short within the market. Okay, and then we also had people getting stopped out of their buy positions, their leveraged buy positions underneath these lows, which was able to give market the liquidity to push all the way up here. Now we currently retraced on into this order block right here, which is where orders were able to get filled, which was boom, right on that liquidity sweep. We can see that if we mark out this price range in which orders were filled, we see that price drew right back into that price range, and now boom, we're rallying from there. If you had entered from here up to here, that's already a 19% gain. And just going over the other coins, we'll go over those at the end of this to go over where those are at after our little videos that we've made on them and our thesis reports that have been released on them. So honestly, what I'm looking at right now is a bit of a late entry coming into this price range. If price does want to draw back within here, perfect. I can dollar cost average over the course of a month or 2 months within there, or you can go ahead and start dollar cost averaging right now throughout the month, throughout the next 2 months, whatever your risk is on this project, if you do consider investing into it, because we had already moved into this solid price range, this good area to look to enter. Okay, so we are a bit late on this because we see price drew within here, rallied right out of it. We see the most recent daily candle come down and push right back into that price range. So if anything, we're seeing even more bullish confirmation because we see, boom, price came down into this price range and then rallied right back up and closed up here. This is looking rather bullish if you ask me. So moving forward, you could go ahead and just dollar cost average starting today throughout the month, or you can wait for this high probability price range to get hit again. Okay, as for exit strategy for this, similar to all the other pairs that or all the other tokens that we've marked out, we are going to be using areas of liquidity. And with this project in particular, this was released right towards the end of the bull market. However, if you look over the thesis and you think, hey, this is a project still worthy to be invested in, it just released at the wrong time, right? Because as we know, altcoins follow Bitcoin. And if the overall market sentiment is to the downside and crypto isn't trending well, then obviously these altcoins are going to fall with it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad project. Okay? It just depends on release time. All right, so we are going to be using highs from the month and on the weekly chart. Okay, so similar to what we did with these projects, where are we looking to exit? Okay, let's say we dollar cost average throughout this next month that happens. Okay, boom, right up to here. That's around a 91% gain. Okay, that's pretty close to the 2x that we look for. All right, and from there, I'm taking 50% off. Okay, and then from there, we're just using our profits to push higher and higher. Another high probability price range would be this high right here, and I know that this high has been previously taken out with this wick up, but that still does not mean that it's a invalid price range to take profits at. Okay, people took profits in this area before, and this wick to the upside shows proof that people were able to take profits here before within these price ranges, because there's that large wick to the upside. Boom, sell, 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 right? This is showing proof that people were taking profits in the market, and then we see price slow down from there. Okay, so first area that I would be looking to take profit would be right around this 10-cent area or 11-cent area, and then from there I'll be looking to take profit at around 17 to 18 cents, and then from there 20 cents. And then following that, we are going to continue with that monthly and weekly high that we've been going off of. So the next area would be 76 cents, and then the area after that would be $1.80, just following our liquidity areas. You could also consider this a weekly high at $1, which is a psychological level, okay? All of these are solid areas to take profit. And again, what is our profit taking strategy? If you guys are new here, I highly suggest you look over the reports that we put out on Maker and Trader Joe. Okay, those are some great reports. Look over those theses, look over those videos, look over those technical analysis, okay, to see how we take profits on these projects. Okay, so boom, I want to take 50% off of my open position here if I'm dollar cost averaging throughout here, or if we let price come into this price range. Okay, and then following that, I'm taking another 50% off of the open position here, and just continuing that all the way up until all-time highs, which for me on this pair is going to be right here, right? We talked about this with Maker and with Trader Joe. This was an exchange release. This is when Colony came onto CoinEx, so I do not consider this the all-time high. This is just when this is just when the coin was made available on this exchange, so we go off of what price is actually telling us, and this is the actual high that was made, or all-time high that was made, even though price was actually released at this price range, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's Colony. Now let's move over to the other coin which is involved within this project, which is Colony AI, which has a lot less price action and which was released much more recently. Okay, so with this, we can pretty much use Colony's price action to help determine Colony AI's price action. And at this point in time, I don't necessarily see any high probability areas to go long on this coin. However, if you do think that Colony is a good investment, and if you do think that Colony will end up pushing and taking out these areas within these high probability price ranges, then that pretty much means you should be bullish as well on Colony AI. And again, that's not me telling you to put your money into this. This is just me saying these two are highly correlated. Okay, so if this project goes up, odds that Colony AI will go up and even further are very, very high, okay? Because Colony is the overall project, Colony is the main umbrella, while Colony AI is within that project and within that ecosystem. Okay, so that's just something to keep in mind. This is a much lower liquidity and much lower market cap coin than just Colony. So if you wanted to keep it safe, if you didn't want to put your money into something that's has a lower liquidity pool and a lower market cap, you can stick to just Colony. Or if you are super bullish on this project, you read over the thesis and you think it looks great, then I would suggest you look into both of these, okay? And again, on this price, what price is giving me right now, based off of high and lower time frames, there's not necessarily high probability price ranges that I can recommend for you to dollar cost average into. But again, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad investment. You can make that decision based off of what the thesis went over, okay? And again, we have some high probability price points that I just marked out on the chart for you guys. If you do consider this a good investment, these are some areas that I would consider taking profits. So let's say we start dollar cost averaging from here. The first area that I would like to take profit at is already going to be around a 3x or a 2.5x on your investment. If you were to just dollar cost average over the course of the next month, let's just average it out to like around here, boom, it's around a 2x on your capital. And whether you want to stick to the profit taking strategy of boom, taking 50% off once price hits that 2x point at 100% gain, or if you want to play to the price ranges that we've marked out, the high probability areas of liquidity, which are right here, right here, right here, and then actually right here as well. Okay, because this was the exchange candle, and then boom, this was an actual high that was made. Okay, so those are my suggestions on both Colony and Colony AI. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying these reports. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying my technical analysis and the rest of the team's fundamental analysis on these projects. Let me quickly go over the two other projects that we've announced since the time and areas that we've announced them. Okay, so for Maker, I showed you these high probability price ranges, which never ended up getting hit. However, we did talk about this daily break of structure to the upside and the potential to start dollar cost averaging throughout here. This was the day that we announced it, which was right here. So if you entered on the close of that day, which would be boom right here, up until current price, it would be up around 32.93%. Okay, and if you dollar cost average through there, maybe you're up at around 15%. We'll just cut it in half. As for Trader Joe, it has not hit any of our high probability price ranges, which are right here and right here. So if you're holding off on those, cool, perfect, no capital has been deployed yet. Or if you just, think this is a great project to invest in and you just started dollar cost averaging throughout the past week, price has not moved at all. Okay, if we look in here, again, these are altcoins and crypto isn't necessarily in a full bull market just yet. All right, we can see price has just been stagnating over the course of the days since being announced. So if you dollar cost average through here, odds are you're at break even or in little to no profit. If you entered on the day that we announced it, it would have been on this day. So boom, this would have been the entry point. You would be up like nothing percent at around 1%. Okay, so Joe, no real price movement. Maker, on the other hand, some nice price movement from there. I'll make sure to do a little update on Colony. Okay, I'll actually put a little mark here so we know the time and place that we announced this at. And then, yeah, we'll keep updating you guys, keep putting out these free projects for you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. We appreciate you guys who are enjoying this. These free projects probably won't last much longer, but take advantage of them while you have the chance. This is what they are here to do. All right. I appreciate you guys I will see you guys in the next free product launch.